Hey everyone, today we are back in the weekly pack. This weekly pack is so much fun. It has toys, it has decent scaling outside of the toys, but a good variety. So you can work with a bunch of different stuff. And it's the hurt pet meta again. Anytime we have hurt pets, I seem to have a lot of fun in the weekly pack. And there's some interesting combinations. It was the highlight of my previous weekly video, and I know a lot of people are probably thinking, oh, you're going with back-to-back hurt pet weekly videos. That's interesting, considering this is usually my last weekly video of the week. But we're going to have one more weekly video that's going to cover all the toys. The reason this one is here and the reason we are here today is we are here to celebrate shooting ourselves in the foot and surviving. It is the return of the Sarcastic Small One. If you are not familiar with the Sarcastic Small One, the Sarcastic Fringe Head, which should be coming into play right here, when it faints, it will summon a 1/1 level 1 copy of the backmost friend up front for the enemy. So it gives the enemy a pet. So think about the rat and the dirty rat. It faints, it gives those 1/1 rats. In this case, it's the same but different. Same in that it gives the 1/1 pet for the enemy, but different in that you can target a specific pet to give to the enemy. So what pets might be good? Well, in a hurt pack, you'd think, okay, well, something like a hedgehog would be good. There is no hedgehog in this pack, so unfortunately, all we're pretty much left with is the small one. What's the bad part about this? The bad news. The bad news is that the small one, when the enemy summons a small one, it will do more damage to you than them. Or in other words, the small one does more damage to the enemy team than it does to you. So it's a hedgehog that deals double damage to the enemy. Very, very interesting. So the Sarcastic Small One is a team that I like to try to grind whenever those pets are present in a weekly pack. And it's basically using the Sarcastic Fringe Head in the front, putting the small one in the back, and hoping that my 3 pets in the middle can survive. So, spoiler alert, it's almost never the case that they survive. So I'll try to link in the video description my previous Sarcastic Small One videos. They were such a grind. I think especially when I did it in custom packs is the first time. And oh my word, it was like, I actually thought it would be a decent idea. That's the hilarious thing. And that's why I keep coming back to it. It's because I actually thought it would be a decent idea. I made a custom pack. And then I was like, this is terrible. Like, I can have a great team set up, as you're going to see in this run. I can have a great team set up. And then you bring in that small one to the back, and all bets are off. Anything can happen. Your team goes from great to just being this ultimate wild card. Even if you have pets on your team that can benefit from getting hurt by the small one, you never really know what's going to happen. And in a weekly pack where hurt pets are the strongest, there's a good chance that your enemy is also going to have the hurt pets. So what do we start with here? We actually start with the rare guinea fowl, it looks like, building that up with the Sarcastic Fringe Head. And if I buy a penguin, that means I am committing to certain pets. So at this point, we know I want to commit to the Fringe Head. I already have. So I think it's most important to get that level 2. Unfortunately, we don't find it until the very end. So decide to greed to take the level. There's an Axo and a Stingray. 2 great tier 5 units to start to keep your scaling going further. So you kind of see, I guess I'm kind of using a little bit of everything in this run so far. Using the Croissant perk to get some attack. Was using some food buffs and toy buffs and whatnot. Gonna get the higher tier toy buff. The penguin is so solid. If you get an early or a penguin setup like turn 7, 8, and you have level 2 units you're keeping, you're good to go. So we actually run the double penguin, we get the guinea fowl level 2, it kind of works out perfect. And the guinea fowl makes sense. The small one does a bunch of 2 damage snipes. So it's like a bunch of rapid fire snipes. It's not just like one big snipe that does double damage to the enemy. So the rapid fire snipes are really good for the hurt pets. Guinea fowl, a great option. Generate a bunch of trumpets. We only lose health, then we're going to generate a bunch of stats for our golden retriever. And this is something I do quite often with toys, is I will cycle in toys, and then I will cycle in Mosasaurus, and then you'll see next turn, I'll probably, oh yeah, I mean definitely if we're going for Mosey level 2, right next turn I would combine the Mosasaurus, even if I didn't find another one. I would bring in another toy, and then I'd look for another Mosasaurus. Great way to just scale while keeping a slot open on your team. Looks like I'm going to kind of commit to the Mosasaurus. More so commit to the Penguin, because now I'm scaling the Penguin. The Mosasaurus has good base stats, but even if I get it level 2 like this, I typically don't fully commit to it. And there's a toy, perfect. We needed a toy. It's really nerve-wracking when you get to certain points like this and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna need a toy. And I just realized as well, the Mosasaurus is level 2, so it could absorb penguin buffs. So maybe it is here to stay. And the thing about the Sarcastic Fringe Head, or the Sarcastic Small One team, is that you really need to kind of commit to a team and get it set up and get a very, very strong team. It's like I said, it all goes sideways. And look at this, actually using the Fringe Head with the Guinea Fowl to get a free trumpet trigger. What is that, a free 4 trumpets essentially? And yeah, if we're going for it, you gotta go for it. So level 3 Fringe Head would be amazing. That spawns a level 3 small one. It only makes it harder to win the game, essentially. Unless you have, I guess, unless we had like Guinea Fowl triple Triceratops or something. Or double Triceratops, because one of them has to be the small one. And another thing, I didn't try this too much because this was one of my first attempts and it went pretty well. And after just running this build a lot of times, this is one of the teams that I recognized I can't really bring it in too early. Now, I'll be honest, I am looking for it. And if I found it, I would buy it right now, the small one. But it kind of works out perfect if you don't find it until yeah, you see I opened the pack there. Because did I skip a pizza? If I'm starting to skip stuff, that means I really want it. But no, decide to stack. And we're going to send it looks like. Thankfully fixed the team order right before. Going to spawn them a level 2 Stingray. Little free trumpets, and yeah, see, things are going very well. The team's strong. I don't think we've needed our trumpets or the back line of our team for a long time. So with all that being said, let's get it done, right? This should be where it happens. So look at this. Take the double level up, hoping we get it. And with 2 gold left, we get it. The small one comes in. We don't have any camels. We don't have any Triceratops. All we have is a Guinea Fowl. The good news is the Guinea Fowl is level 3, so it should get a free 18 trumpets. Is that right? I actually have not watched back this battle, so I'm super excited to see this. They have 2 hurt pets. Fortunately, we KO them both. We KO 3 of them, so we only damage 2 of their pets. We kill our whole backline that we haven't needed the whole game, right? We get the 18 trumpets. We get actually 24 because we essentially get the free trigger off the 1/1 small one. We trade with their golden retrievers, and the combination of the Yggdrasil fruit and the Guinea Fowl triggers get it done. Let's freaking go. Sarcastic Small One. I was so excited. This is the only other attempt, like real attempt that I had at it. And look at the team. I went with the Fairy Armadillo, and it just has fatty health. It's already at 50. I'm all ready for the small one. 4 hearts remaining, 9 trophies, turn 13. Like I said with this build, you got to go all out. You got to go strong. You got to win quick. and it's best if you pivot in the small one at the very end. Unfortunately, I greeted for a TV when I could have had a couple more rolls for a small one. Why in the world would I do that? I don't know. It was probably just late night. I was probably just in the motions of like, ooh, see mongoose, buy mongoose. Like, don't have toys, see mongoose. And I was like, oh, I don't want coconut. I don't want peanuts. So yeah, that run just won. One out. I guess I could have tried to throw. So let's look at this. Shout out the pink robin. Did you see there? The pink robin I was using all game to get an extra leech activation in game. Leech camel action. And a fun little pivot at this point. Decided to go with the flying squirrel. Such a good option this weekly to just keep the toys rolling. So the pink robin the whole game has been used to get the leech activation. But now it's level 3. And I brought in a winter spirit. And I figured it can get an extra 5 mana to 2 pets every turn. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And I think the pink robin at this point would do either the winter spirit or the leech. And I was like, alright, let's go for the high attack. The winter spirit gets tomatoed in the face, so it looks like we're getting more attack. Which kind of works out because they have really high health. We trade out. We draw. That's pretty nice. So we're going the rapid fire bonus clips here now. And look at this. We get the mana. I think it's so cool. And the funny thing I wanted to note with showing these clips between the hurt pets, between the mana, and also recent weeklies that have had the roll synergies present, I have a wild roll pack, a wild hurt pack, and a pink robin video all lined up. The pink robin video is a very old video that it's a really good run. It's kind of all set up. It's very similar to this bonus clip right here. I thought it was hilarious. I'm still going to obviously release it and everything, but a lot of times in the weeklies, I'll kind of delay certain other videos based on it. And this is like kind of the last of the batch of ready videos or videos. You know, I went searching for that pink robin video. I was like, really? I never released this video? Should have came out months ago. So it's just funny that it like shows up the exact combo that I ran in the video shows up in the weekly. And look at this. I run into this little 2 squad. So if you see a 2 squad like this, you just would expect a little higher stats. I don't know. It's a glorious attempt, but no equipment. Just pushing them both level 3. That's a tough one. I see what they're going for though. The elephant getting the stats back from the Triceratops. It's a good one-shot combo. And here you go. We're going to have a slightly longer bonus clips and then before riding off into the sunset. The final bonus clip with the music is just an absolute meta team. So yeah, it seems to be the theme with those music clips in the end that I show longer. Just kind of want to show how I play the mid to end game and some of the very, very strong runs I have. Here we have the double leech. So strong. Very similar bonus clip to what I had in my previous weekly video with all the hurt pets. But a consistent theme in what I want to show here is this run is completely set up to buy, sell the small ones. I was greeting to level the Triceratops here and look at this. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'd even be tempted to sell one of the leeches and and put in the other Triceratops and see if you can get it done. But yeah, at this point, it's like I'm all set up. 8 trophies, 4 hearts remaining. I set up this whole team to do the buy-sell. It's like I might as well I need to buy this. Because I want to find more of them, hopefully. And I put the camel in front of the Triceratops because Triceratops needs the health. Those leeches are plenty strong, I feel like, especially considering they're going to be not in the very front line. One of them's going to be towards the back line. Seeing a small one in the shop is the greatest feeling when it's like the only thing you're looking for at this point. Don't care about equipment, don't care about anything else. Previous weeklies have had like pita bread in the shop, so a lot of times you're looking for pita bread and freezing small ones in the shop. So when you get to the point where you're ready to buy the small one, it's like, yeah, you have plenty frozen in the shop. And we lose the heart, and I'm like, this team was super strong. Turn 13, kind of like a quick win, healthy team. I'm like, is this really gonna start losing? That would be surprising. Yggdrasil fruit is one of the best equipments in this pack, even for high statted units. Roll down. I'd be surprised if I took that. Yeah, we're just gonna roll for more small ones. That's the only thing I really care about at this point in the run. Shout out to some of the avid commenters that are like, oh, why'd you pass this up? Like, why would you pass this up? You could have won with this. It's like, no, at this point in the run, the only thing I really care about is a small one. You can see I'm considering a piranha. I'm probably considering like buying a stinky sock, right? That would be great. Buying any toy would be amazing. It's a good chance I would buy a mongoose to probably get this win. Maybe get a coconut on my front line. See, a coconut would have been great there. They don't have stats, but what's this Nerk Shark gonna do? We survived, we absorbed it, and we get the stats back from our camel. Alright, 9 trophies. We need one more. It's very nerve-wracking when runs get to this point because you feel like they're going very well. Then you're like, this kind of feels like it could go south. It could go south very quick, actually. Always check the anglers. Always double check the anglers. There's the mongoose. I mean, you gotta take the mongoose, right? I just take the pizza. Yeah, the thought is I have the hearts, so I would rather lose because I just want to buy more small ones. So I'd rather lose. And now that I'm looking at the team, we don't need this camel. And I guess the camel is to feed the Triceratops. We just needed more small ones. That's all we needed. But we don't get to see them because we win, which is a good thing as well. I'm acting like I don't want to win. So, had a bonus clip in the previous video that showed me fainting a Firefly with the leech. Super cool. Of course, you can just keep the Firefly the whole run through. If you keep the Firefly, and if you're looking to push the Firefly to level 3, you should have multiple hurt pets to utilize it. So here we got the tuna, we got the Triceratops. I'm assuming I had the leech hurt the tuna a couple times, but looking at the leech's stats, I'm doubting that that happened. I'm guessing that the leech had a camel in front of it the whole run, and then I swapped it out for the Triceratops. And the leech is now at 50-50. Put a woodpecker behind it because we have a level 3 Triceratops. So the little damage we take on the leech from the woodpecker is totally null and void because we get so many stats from that Triceratops. And that tuna is hitting our 50-50 leech. Yes, the tuna will hit units with 50-50 stats. Super weird, should not be the case. But we are almost there. We're about to ride off into the sunset. Like I said, the next bonus clip with the music is just, I had it listed as a possible main run, so I feel like it's a very, very good, fun run. Hope you enjoy if you hang around for those. And what do we got here? I think the stats are going to overwhelm them. When you see an opposing leech team and their leech is just not even close to where your leech is, you know you're good. So with all that being said, if you hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.
Sleep, yeah. Only miss you when I'm breathing in too deep, yeah. Am I just your little secret? I didn't hear the sirens. I didn't wanna see the warning signs, and now I pay the price, yeah. Oh, I should've known. It hits me like a tidal wave every time you say my name. It hits me like a tidal wave. It hits me like a tidal wave. A tidal wave. like a tidal wave. Every time you say my name, it hits me like a tidal wave. It hits me like a tidal wave. A tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave. Tidal wave.
She galvanized me, steady like steel, back on my feet, living for the thrill again, loving for another day. She satisfied me, gave me what I want, just what we need, never too far away, loving for another day. But she asked for something more. She asked for, yeah, she asked for something beautiful. She asked for, yeah, she asked for something beautiful. She mystifies me, tell me what I did wrong, I plead. Never did I think we would be loving for another day. But she asked for something more. She asked for, yeah, she asked for something beautiful. Something beautiful. Yeah, she asked for something beautiful. She asked for, yeah, she asked for something beautiful.
You're pulling on my walls down. I've never been exposed like this before. I'm good at shutting you out. I've always had a way of keeping closed. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're finding I've been too much on your plate, I'll keep hiding, calling out your name, calling out your name. Calling out your name. Calling out your name. Calling out your name. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're finding I've been too much on your plate, I'll keep hiding, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name. Tell me how you're feeling. since you got me out in the open. Now I'm ready to dive in. I know you told you it would be a slow burn. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late.